Right, ladies and gents, I haven't been filming for the past 15-20 minutes because the GoPro went flat, but I had to pull over in the most inconvenient place. I mean, look how filthy I am. The bike is disgusting. Look at that, man. It's never that bad when I go green laning. But yeah, anyway, the reason I pulled over here, it's just stunning. I'm on this tiny little back road. Like old, I don't even know what that is, but like an old farmhouse or something. But it's just a tiny little back road. And just worked it out. In here, I'll just shut it. In here I've got my dual battery charger for the GoPro. And it's plugged in, you can see, obviously my phone's plugged in, you can see that. It's plugged in. And it charges. She's charging. Oh, I'm so happy about that. That's so good. This is when my bike goes flat. Nearly pulled away without my gloves on. That would have been awful, wouldn't it? That'd have been slightly chilly. But yeah, look down here. Just this tiny little back road. I mean, it's awful, like muddy, and it's obviously wet, you can see, but it's just such a pretty road to be riding down. I really hope nothing massive comes the other way. But just like, can you imagine living here? If you live anywhere near here, like, can you put in the comments below what you do for a living? Because I'd love to be able to move out here. Ooh! I'd love to be able to move out here and just have these as my surroundings all the time. Oh, cool, this, maybe not this road. They're beehives, yeah. It's just such a small little area. Oh, this is telling me to turn left up here? Oh, that was an awful turn, Sam. Yeah, look at this, man. I mean, that looks abandoned. I mean, it might well be. Really hope nothing comes the other way. Little train track. Yeah, I mean, I really hope nothing comes the other way. Can you imagine? Oh. Cool. If Brooker was with me now on his street triple, he would be livid. Trying to come up here with Rosso Corsas on his bike that are nearly bald. Well, definitely on their way out anyway. Can you imagine trying to come up here on those? Oh, beautiful. That was really pretty. And there's a big cow having a massive wee. I had one of those earlier. Had to stop in a bush somewhere. It's amazing what, like, you've got such a main road up here. I mean, it's not, it's still a single carriageway each way sort of thing. But how off the beaten track was that comparing it to up here? It's mad. There's a huge, what seems like a factory or something there, so maybe that's where people work. I'm saying this like that everyone that lives near here just doesn't just work in Bristol. I wonder how far this is from Bristol as well. You get a job in Bristol and then live around here, it'd be stunning. They are the squarest hedges I've ever seen in my life. I mean, kudos, but Minchinhampton. I wouldn't move here purely because imagine how long it takes to write your address. Oh. Oh. Oh, I've got to move up here. This is lovely. Absolutely lovely. I'm not sure whether I'm going to make this a two-parter. It depends how much footage I get. I don't really want to make like 3 hours worth of footage, so I might just make it a two-parter. The thing that inspires me to do stuff like this, like, I mean, I love riding my bike anyway, regardless. But Richie Vida is, I mean, he's obviously quite established as a motovlogger slash YouTuber. But he does tours where he just disappears, and like he'll wake up at 6 AM and he'll bugger off. He lives up by the Peak District, I think. But he'll wake up at 6 and just do a breakfast run, and it just looks incredible. Like, it's so stunning. Oh, look at this, man. Look at it. So it's so cool. Oh, I love it. Yeah, as I was saying as well, I keep getting completely distracted by these really nice views and houses and stuff. But I find myself in an evening watching Richie Vida's channel, and recently him and Pete English have been doing sort of a tour together, or like a tour of the Yorkshire Dales or whatnot, and it's just stunning. Oh, look at that bit of road. Can you see that on the phone? Just switchback roads, and it just like it inspires you to go out and get on the bike, doesn't it? Oh, look at the view. And I think when you sit there in the evening watching one of his videos, it's so peaceful and so chilled that you just want to go and do it yourself. I mean, I highly doubt he watches any of my videos, but if he does, I mean, if he stumbles across this one, I can only say thanks. So getting out on a day like this just completely clears your head. I've only had the V4 engine from his VFR. Nailworth. I was really adorable today. Made myself a little packed lunch. Got some tiger loaf yesterday. A tiger loaf has got to be the best bread. Like a good old tiger bloomer has got to be the best bread you can get. It's just incredible, isn't it? Especially when it's warm and fresh. Oh, delightful stuff. Had a bit of a chill go up my spine then, so I think I might turn the gloves up one setting. There we go, up to high again. Or warm, should I say. It's not really high. Ah, look at that. Oh, I love this place. I'm going to have to come back here with Emma, aren't I? Oh, my hands are getting warm again. Heated gloves are literally, I know I've already said about it, but they are literally the best invention. Oh wow, look at that. I don't really want to pull over there. It looks rancid. The river down there. I can't believe how on my own I am. It's fantastic. I mean, it's not fantastic if something went wrong, but it's fantastic. These roads would be a lot better if they were dry and didn't have slippy leaves on them, but they're still fantastic little roads. Coming to another little quaint village. I love the Cotswolds. It's so pretty. Just look at it, man. Stunning little town. Look at these little pubs. Yeah, love it, mate. Absolutely love it. Oh, thanks, spoiler, bro. I hope you guys are enjoying this as well. I think for me it's just quite a nice, a lovely escape. I think the reason people do so well on YouTube is, like, maybe not so much, obviously I know a lot of the tour videos that, like, I know, well, Missington Flyer and people like that say their tour videos don't do very well in, like, views and whatnot, but the people that do, like, their whole YouTube channel is touring and like, people in, like, converted vans that just travel the world. I think the whole premise of why it does well is that people just want to do it. Like, I'd absolutely love to do what someone like Itchy Boots does, or on her bike and people like that, where they just I think Itchy Boots sold her house and everything, all of her possessions, or like left a lot of them with her parents, flew to India and bought a Royal Enfield Himalayan and rode it back to the Netherlands, and then since then she's just gained a massive following, and that's what she's doing now. She's just touring different parts of the world, and I think the drive and the appeal towards that is the fact that your average Joe or Joanna, without being sexist, but your average Joe can't give up, or I suppose you can always give up work and sell stuff and then go touring. It's always there. I mean, for me, like, if I sold everything I had and went touring, it's fine while you're doing it and while you've got the money to support you, but then what do you come back to? Like, you come back to no job or no savings, and like, it's fine if you've got, I suppose it's fine if you've got your own house that's mortgaged and you rent it out, fine, because then you've got a house to come back to. Your average sort of person can't justify giving up just to go travelling. I don't know if that's like social expectation, that you're expected to have a house and kids and do the generic kind of grow up, do a few different places that you go to, and then you settle down, get a job and have buy a house, have kids, and then it's all about the kids growing up. I feel like that probably plays on the minds of a lot of people. Like, if you go touring for 4 or 5 years when you're, I mean, my age, you come back in your mid-30s, all your friends have got wives and kids and houses, and you're then, I don't know, you're then, well, not behind, because it depends what you class as behind. Whether you would put that experience of travelling above owning a house. Like, if you're happy to come back and find a job anywhere, like in a pub or something, and use that to pay your rents and whatever, then fine. I suppose it's different for each person, isn't it? It just depends whether you can. It's not even like a bad thing. Like, it's not a negative thing to want to have a career and to want to have a house and a family and everything, that's by far from the worst thing to aspire to have. Oh my god, this place is so pretty. A fig store. Oh, I love that. Look at this. This is stunning. And then they've just got a random jigsaw. I'm waiting to see a Nando's or something. Right, you lot are all going straight up that way. I'm going this way. Oh, actually, you're going to cross the road? No, you're not. I think this is a perfect place to stop for lunch. Pedestrians, that GS is lovely. That is very nice. Blue Zucchini Braziel. This is a beautiful little town. Can't see shit though. Tetbury. Yeah, that was a lovely little town. Very, very nice. Cool. That's a fucking pig. Just a little pig on the side of the road. How random. What was I saying? I can't even remember what I was saying. Probably moaning about something. I think the sort of reason those channels do well is that it's just that not everyone can justify giving up their careers and well putting their careers on hold and essentially putting their life on hold to go touring and travelling. And I think that's why those channels do well, is because people want to see that. I suppose that's the other thing, and the reason that car and bike review channels do well is because most people can't be bothered to, or haven't got the time to go out and ride all the latest bikes and drive all the latest cars, so they'd rather watch a video of someone doing it, see what their opinion is. Oh mate, this is so pretty. I feel like I'm this is similar to how it is at my parents in Cornwall. Just all these little roads you go down, just really stunning. Oh, that two-stroke smell. It smells amazing. Is that a Supra? I think I'm gonna need fuel soon. Went quite well. 64 mpg. I'm always surprised on this bike that I managed to get so much mpg out of it. Like, oh, so many miles out of the tank, should I say? Because it's a 17 litre tank, I think, but I just like 250 miles out of a tank quite easily. Like the reserve light comes on at about 190 miles, but that leaves you like 3.5 litres left or something like that. She's gonna go, oh no, she's going right, so she's in the left lane, goes right, doesn't indicate. Nice. Nice. Rumble strips! Exclamation mark, exclamation mark. I love motorbikes. Absolutely love them. Whoa, what a shit lane. Why did I turn down here? My hands are so warm. Oh, love this. Beautiful day. Back roads in the Cotswolds on a motorbike. Oh, Bang. Love it. Absolutely love it. The George. Not going to stop here because it smells like horse shit. Mind you, if this is an equine centre, I should probably slow down in case there's Gigi's on the road. This bike is going to need a bloody good scrub when I get home. Oh. Are we going up here? Yes, we're going up here. All these back roads have got quite a lot of dirt and mud all over them, I assume where it's farm vehicles and stuff like that going around. Oh, look, man. Oh. Don't know why I'm looking to the right, there's a big hedge there. God, he was an old boy. Fair enough, mate. Good on ya. Such a beautiful countryside. The other thing that is really good about this, I mean, one of the positives of lockdown and sort of the travel bans and things like that, is it means that instead of me booking a ticket on the Eurotunnel and going and do the Black Forest in Germany or whatever else, we do stuff like this. The stuff that's on your doorstep. And you don't realise this. I mean, it's taken me, what, an hour and a half to get over this way of riding on the back roads, but I mean, what am I? 17, so I'm a few hours from home going the way I'm going, which is around the houses. But to say that I've never been to the Cotswolds before, and never really, I mean, I've driven past it, but I've never really been around myself. It's really nice that I'm actually exploring my own sort of country, if it makes sense. There's so much sort of sitting around that we don't really realise. Everyone knows that Scotland's beautiful, and everyone knows that Wales has got some beautiful roads, and same with Cornwall, but like, you don't realise how fantastic it actually is just because it's a couple of hours from home. And I mean, if you live up in the Midlands and you've got the Peak District and the Lake District and the Yorkshire Dales and places like that, I mean, I'm jealous. Even down here, this is still great, isn't it? I may be, depending how much I record, I may be on part 2 of this video. So if you haven't seen the first part, I'll put a link up in the top corner. This is the first time I've plotted a route on Kalimoto on their online configurator thing, which is essentially like going on Google Maps, but you can create a map on the website of where you want to go. You can drag your waypoints and everything, and then you save it to your user, and then you can log in on that same user on your phone, and it's just there for you, which is really useful. And so far, I mean, like I said, I think I might have said earlier, so if this is just a one-parter, sorry for repeating myself, but so far I've been quite critical of Kalimoto, just because it's a great concept, but there's some bugs in it, as in, like, it quite often take you up a road, like it take you off a main road around like a back road because it looks windy, and then bring you back to the same road, and it's just like, what's the point? Like, that sort of thing's a bit pointless. But planning this route was pretty easy, and so far I put in a couple of waypoints and then I've left it to do its own thing, and so far it's been brilliant. I've set this to just windy rather than super windy, but so far it's been like really good. It's taken me down some really nice back roads. Some have been a bit questionable, like farm tracks and whatnot, but it's been fantastic so far. I'll say this, and it'll take me down here and then take me back up to that main road in a minute. going around here for me is obviously stunning, but if you lived here you'd just be like, yeah, and you'd obviously get used to it and then forget how good it is. When I went to Austria and Switzerland a couple of years back, well, we did a Europe tour in a car. It wasn't the bikes at that point. There will be one coming after Corona, but yeah, we did this Europe tour, and we ended up in Bavaria and Austria, Switzerland, Italy, that kind of thing. And the locals didn't really seem to, I mean, they knew it was pretty, but well, we spoke to one guy in a pub, and he was talking about it. He was like, yeah, go up that way. We were asking him about it. He was like, oh yeah, go for a walk around there. That's really nice. I haven't been up there for a couple of years. And you're like, it's literally there. Like, it's 200 metres away. Why are you not going up there? But then at the same concept, I might have mentioned before, but my parents live in Cornwall. Oh, that's cool, isn't it? Old derelict barn. I might have mentioned before, but my parents live in Cornwall, and the amount of people they met in the first couple of years, like when my mum got a job and things like that, she was talking to people, and they just hadn't been to the beach. And you're like, you live in Cornwall. That's what we use Cornwall for. Like, you come down for the beaches and for the scenery. You're like, yeah, I've never really been there. You're like, why not? But then I suppose you don't. If you grow up there, it's not a special thing. So you grow up around here, this scenery is probably just pretty average. Please don't pull out. Please don't pull out. Thanks for not killing me. We've got 137 miles to go, which means I think I've done about 140 miles so far. Which is pretty good going. Pretty good going. Not bad for a little day out. There's all those people on the motorway just driving past all this scenery. And the DPD van that just pulls out on you without looking. Oh. Mind you, he's going a hell of a lot faster than I am when I'm doing the speed limit, but you know. Oh, I watched a couple on YouTube the other day that have just bought a DPD van to do up, and like an ex-DPD van, should I say, to do up and go touring in. And I just thought, oh, you see the way that DPD drivers drive. Again, I know I'm generalising, so sorry if you're a decent DPD driver, but there's a lot of them that screech to a halt, absolutely cane it away. I mean, look at this guy, he pulled out at me, and he's not waiting around for anyone, he's just gone. Yeah, I couldn't help thinking that van that they bought is just going to be, it's just going to be a money pit. Suspension's gone, brakes gone, engine's been poorly, like engine's been ragged at every opportunity. Oh, that's a pretty house. Oh, I feel like you know, the guy in the original, like the Italian guy in the original Italian Job. It's just like, yeah, pretty car. That's what I feel like with the houses. Go on, son. Junkie cyclist, junkie cyclist.